So it's official. The Chanel Denim collection is here and it's selling fast. So I'm gonna get right into it. I did a previous video where I showed you most of the products, practically everything in the collection except for the nail polish, hand cream, and the mascaras. I'm going to alleviate that today and show you everything. But this is gonna be an updated video. I'm gonna give you comparison swatches. You're gonna see all the good stuff, but it's gonna be relatively brief because I don't wanna spend as much time as I did in the original video, which has all of the in-depth details about the collection, the backstory, the history, all that good stuff. This is going to be an update video showing you comparisons with the mascara, all the Rouge Coco Flashes, because I did not have all of them last time, and talking a little bit about what I think of the collection now that I've had it for about a month. Okay, first, in that video that I did before, and I'll make sure it's linked, there are two palettes. There's Coco Jean and Denim Dream. Those two palettes are selling much faster than I thought they would. Here is Coco Jean. Coco Jean is selling first. It is the one that I like more. It is most like Ravage that came out from Chanel before and was a limited edition. So they are similar. The main difference between the two, the blue in the new Coco Jean is a deeper blue. It has a little bit more purple to it. You can see the swatches, but this is my description. There's a silver in the Coco Jean. The orange / peach shade in here is sparkly and the brown is cooler and deeper. The Ravage, the blue is a more baby blue. It's a lighter blue. The silver isn't a silver. It's a white sparkling shade that really is used as a topper. The orange shade, again, is sparkly and lighter, and the brown shade is a little bit more neutral than this Coco Jean. Again, it is selling out. It's selling out fast. It is, a lot of these pieces were ordered pre-order, which is why I had the video up so early. So that you guys could pre-order from your SAs, but there's very limited stock. That's the other thing I've been told. Like each SA is only getting a few pieces that they can sell. Denim Dream. Denim Dream is interesting because it actually doesn't really have a denim color, like a blue, the blue that the way you think of it. There's this deep shade, which is anthracite, which is the same as the anthracite mascara that came out previously. It's a great shade, but it's very gray. It's a gray blue. It looks similar to the blue Twill liner. The shades that are light in here, the white and blue shade, this is blue, but honestly, when you use it dry, it looks more silver and white. And this, of course, is silvery white. When you use this wet, it does look more blue. If you're looking for the looks with the wet, they're in the other video. This peach color is, I'd say, more pink in here. It's very pretty. Pink is not necessarily my shade, which is why I like the Coco Jean more of the two. I think the Coco Jean is more versatile. I have the Coco Denim Illuminating Powder here, my nose, up in here. You'll see me putting it on. Of course, all of these come with their little pockets, which is, I think, one of the main reasons this collection is going so fast. The highlighter is beautiful. It does have a pearlescent shimmer to it. No pieces of glitter. It's illuminating. It's gorgeous. It is very cool leaning. It doesn't show up blue, but it does show up very, very cool. In comparison, this is the Lumière de l'Ocean, which was a limited edition from before. And so I want to show you the differences between the Ocean highlighter and then this new denim. The powders from Chanel are always finely milled. I think they look stunning on the skin. They are my go-to powders, illuminating powders for more mature skin, because they are so finely milled and they tend not to have like clumps or glitter in them, which can be less attractive on more mature skin. All right, so here is the Ocean. Here's the denim. I think you can see very quickly the difference. This Ocean is very sparkly and more opalescent. This is more luminescent and it has more blue silver. This has got more like opal, where it's got so many different shades, green, blue, pink. So hopefully that gives you a comparison of the two. They are different. Now, these are illuminating powders. you know, I don't want to say that if you have the Ocean, then this one is going to be so drastically different. There will be similarities, but it is a very different formula. And this one feels much smoother, much more finely milled, less shiny, less showy than the Ocean. The denim I wear all the time now, and I'm really loving it. I think it's a great compliment to my skin because I'm so cool leaning. I think it just looks great on. Like I said, I put it very like a fluffy. I just think it looks really pretty and highlights my skin. The Ocean I don't really use very often because it's just a little too sparkly for me. I want to move my hand back and forth. Again, it depends on what you're looking for in a finish. On my eyes is the Coco Jean. Again, these are the little pockets that they come with. And the shades that I have on my eyes are all 4 shades, but I did it in a very, very simplified look. The brown is in the crease, the orange is a little bit over that, the blue is on the lid, and the white opalescent is on the inner corners of the eyes. I have blue metal on the top. Blue metal is the liner that comes with this collection, but is part of the permanent collection, so don't run out to get that one because you can get that one later. And blue twill is on the lower lash line. Blue twill, like I said, is that grayish blue. It's a beautiful shade. It's very unique to Chanel. I did buy a backup of that shade. I think it's gorgeous, but I always buy 2 blue liners. Anytime Chanel comes out with a blue liner, I always buy 2 because blue is not as popular. They don't do them as often. And when they do come, what I mean popular is Chanel doesn't do them as often. So when they come out, they sell out. This is blue metal, which is a beautiful shade. And this is blue twill. Twill has this anthracite kind of shade. It has a little bit of luminescence to it. It is a stunning shade if you like any bluish gray. These are my favorite liners. I think they're pretty much waterproof, smudge proof, movement proof, everything proof. Before we get to the mascaras and the Coco Flashes, let me just show you what the hand cream looks like. This is the thing that sold out first. I think they'll get more, but to me, this looks like pink. It's a very, very light baby pink. Here's the case. Little CC's on the edge. Yes, this is going to be very popular. This will definitely be one of those things that people go back and, you know, they've got the hand cream in there. Sell online. This will be, you know, it absolutely is a collectible. It'll make a great gift if you want to get it for people. Once you use this, you can put all of the other hand creams in it. So you only need one. You get one and then you can just keep putting your hand cream in this. But it's very cute. It's very well done. I think that's going to be the most popular thing from the entire collection because it's cute and, you know, you can give it as a gift and or keep it and probably sell it for quite a bit of money. The nail polish. The nail polish is gorgeous. It's Legend, and what I did is I put it on a piece of tape so you can kind of see what it looks like on my nails. But I have to tell you guys, like, I love blue. Like, I'm just a blue person, and this blue is this really good cobalt blue, which I'm actually going to be talking about in a video for a bag soon. But I have also read, I think it was in the Business of Fashion, that cobalt blue is like the color of the moment. So this is a beautiful, beautiful shade. And it's got some luminescence to it. It's almost like the blue metal liner. It's almost like that. Little bit deeper, but similar to the blue metal liner. I think this one's gonna be popular. I know the nail polishes can be popular in general because of the lower price point for Chanel. So, you know, if you like a shimmery blue, I would buy it. I would buy all of this sooner rather than later if you really want the pieces. This is one I don't feel comfortable telling you to wait for. I mean, usually if you haven't watched me before, hi, my name is Jennifer, and I used to work for Chanel as a makeup artist half a lifetime ago. Here on my channel, we do all things luxury, and I would love it if you would go down and hit that subscribe button and the notification button. It doesn't cost you anything. We won't get on any lists, and it will make it possible for me to continue to do this work here, which I absolutely love spending time with you, and not go back to lobbying. I would greatly appreciate that. So back to the collection. I don't know if, you know, this is going to be like one of those things where they get everything restocked and it just comes back. But I'd be surprised because I feel like, you know, it looked pretty limited in quantity. I think Chanel's doing that on purpose. Mascaras. I bought the new mascara, the Rouge Allure mascara in shade, what are they calling it? Indigo. Makes sense. And I also bought their volume mascara in Blue Night because what I wanted to do is show you what the Blue Night, this is an existing part of their regular collection, volume mascara looks like compared to this new Rouge Allure. They are very different. The reason I wanted to do that is because Rouge Allure is not my favorite formula. I don't love this formula by Chanel. For me, I feel like it flakes. We're about to find out if it doesn't on this particular one. I have heard the Rouge Noir that came out with the Rouge Noir collection in January or December, that supposedly the formula was a little bit better. That's why I was like, all right, I'll try it because I didn't get the Rouge Noir and now it's completely sold out and I'm kind of kicking myself because I like that color. I think it's a great color. So I'm going to use the Allure here and the volume here. I'll show you the comparisons between the shades on the brushes and the brushes. They're very different brushes, just so you can see, and then you can decide whether to run out and get this one, or just, if you really want a blue mascara, go with the volume. All right, I will put them on, and then I will talk about the difference in formula, and then we will get to the Coco Flashes. So here is Noir Allure, and here is La Volume. The Noir Allure is Indigo, the Volume is Blue Night. I think you can see, like, quickly that this is a lighter blue, a brighter blue, and this is a deeper, almost more blackish blue. Makes sense because this is Blue Night, this is Indigo. It also makes my eyes look different sizes. This one makes it's more dramatic because it's a volume mascara, which is why I like this mascara so much. This one is, I think, more lengthening, and it does have volume to it, but definitely more lengthening, and I kind of think it elongates my eye a little bit. I have to wait and see how this wears on me to see if it flakes. I will have an update. But just on the basis of the kind of coverage you get and the look that you get, I prefer the volume mascara, but I like a voluminous, dramatic mascara. For me, because I have long lashes and relatively thick lashes, and I'm very pale, when I'm looking tired or I want to glam up my look a little bit, or I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I need something else, if I put on a voluminous mascara, it's a dramatic difference. Like, it makes me look more awake, more alive, because I have, you know, some thick, dark lashes and pale skin. The contrast. If you have thinner lashes, smaller lashes, shorter lashes, the volume mascara might not be for you because it really is something that works better on someone who has a lash to cling to. The Allure brush and the way the Allure works, I actually think is a great formula for someone who has thinner lashes and is looking for more of an elongated look. I just noticed that this seems to flake on me. So let's see what happens. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. But you can see that the color, it's definitely much lighter. I mean, it's a nice color. And blue is gonna make your eyes look whiter. It made my eyes look whiter, like, immediately, so. But I like the Blue Night. I've worn this before. Like, I think it's a great mascara. I very much like it. The Coco Flashes, there are 4 shades. There's the baby blue, which I have on my lips as we speak. I've had it on this entire video. Again, the very comprehensive video that I've already done, I go through the baby blue and talk about how it will work over warmer shades. I love this shade. I think it's extremely well done. It's a Rouge Coco Flash formula, which means that it's glossy, shiny, has a little bit of, not sparkle, but luminescence. Some of the shades have a little bit more sparkle than others. And really, this shade is meant as a topper. It's going to give you that icy blue look. That is not to say you can't wear it by itself. You absolutely can, but you're going to look like you have frostbite. That's just telling you. I mean, given the weather in New England, yeah, that's about right. But it works really well over like a little bit of a warmer shade, or if you really like a cool shade and you put this, you know, over already cool shade, it's going to make it even more cool, more blue, icy blue. I mean, it's a beautiful shade. I do have 2 of them. I did pick up, you know, 2 of them because I've seen other lipsticks like this, but I don't remember Chanel having one like this for a while. So the other shades in order of number, 286 is washed beige, 288 is faded orange, and 290 is raw brown. I have a feeling I'm gonna like all of these shades, but on my lips, I have tried them, I have swatched them, but I think some of you might find these, well, let's try them on and then I'll wait to get your thoughts. 286 in washed beige. Very much washed beige. So this is almost the color of my skin, and I would not wear this by itself. I feel like it would kind of... However, if you're the kind of person who really likes a monochromatic look and that nude lip, this is not a nude lip because a nude lip tends to be cooler. It makes you look, to me, it always makes me look ill, but it's a look. This is a nude lip in the sense that it is very monochromatic with my skin color. I would take a deeper shade. Guys, I was in my 20s and the 90s, so like a brown chocolate liner and like put it around the lip and then blend it in a little bit, and I think it would look phenomenally good. But I would not wear it by itself because I feel like it just makes my lips disappear. Okay, so this is faded orange. Now, this shade I feel very differently about. I really like this shade. For somebody who wants, and I was talking about this when I did the Chantecaille video, the shades in the Chantecaille video, the shades for the spring collection, are very bright. They're very flamingo. It's a flamingo collection. They are, you know, you could see a flamingo. You'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. This shade is like those shades, coral, bright, but washed. That's why it's called washed orange. I'm sorry, faded orange. That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like it was a bright color once and it faded in the sun. Not everybody feels comfortable wearing a very bright color in spring. In fact, that's me. Look, I'm wearing black. I am not a bright color person. And so, but I do want something that is a little bit more spring-like in color. I mean, I don't always want to wear rose beige. I love rose beige lipsticks, but you know, you get it. So this is great for someone like me who wants a little bit more a spring tone kind of shade, like a coral, but isn't really there yet when it comes to the very bright flamingo pink. I also want to emphasize though, with the flashes, these don't have a lot of pigment, like just in general as a formula. So if you're looking for opaque, wait for my Rouge Coco short, whatever, those are cream lipsticks. They'll have much more coverage. Okay, so this one is raw brown, $2.90. Love this shade. It very much is a shade that I feel more comfortable with. On me, it has more of a coolness. I think on a lot of people, because my skin goes, you know, it turns colors, shades more cool. I think it'll be a little bit too brown, like neutral brown for some people. However, if you're cool toned and you wear this, it might be something you like. Again, this is all, you know, it's subjective. Some people are gonna love it, but all of these shades are this washed, raw, like light toned, light pigmented. That's why they're the flash formula, because you're dealing with blue eyeshadow and you're dealing with blue shimmery, you know, powder. It's supposed to be a washed denim look. The eyes are supposed to be a watercolor washed look. If you refer, and I know I keep mentioning the other video, in that video, I go into depth about the Blazy collection and the spring summer runway and the transparent washed look of many of the pieces. That's what this is supposed to capture. So It's done intentionally. These shades are done to have a certain look to them. And I think it's really beautiful and I enjoy it. I am not a very bright color person, like I just said. So these all are perfect, like they're right in my wheelhouse. I'm gonna take the baby blue, cools it up just a little bit, get a little bit more of that shimmer. Like I said, love this. I think it looks just so me. And this is a look that I would wear on an everyday occasion. I wear blue eyeshadow. I don't think blue is, you know, dated. I think you have to have the right blue, and I think you have to do it the right way. And when I say right way, whatever works for you. Like, if you like it only as a liner, then use it only as a liner. If you like it only as an accent, use it only as an accent. If you like it all over the mobile lid like I do, then do that. But I think, you know, this look is actually very fresh. It's very up to date. And if you're somebody who likes trendy, very trendy if you want it to be, because blue and cobalt is like the color of the season. I don't wear things because they're trendy. I wear things because I like them. I've been wearing blue eyeshadow since I wore eyeshadow, and I will continue to. But I do understand people's perspective when they're like, yeah, I don't want blue, because it can be a lot in a look. And especially if you do like a very dramatic lip in comparison. If you're somebody who's looking for more of that balance, do a brighter lip and use less of the blue if that's something that you're concerned with. But again, it's just makeup. Play around with it, enjoy it, have fun with it. The little packaging, you know, details of this, I think are adorable. I think in my first video I said this was silver. I think it's pink. I think this is a very baby pink, because this is definitely baby pink, and I'm assuming these match. And when you put them next to each other like this, it does look pink. So I think it's this, you know, blue with the baby pink, which is adorable. So the packaging is limited edition. All of it's limited edition. It's all going super fast. I also know that more stuff is coming, like some cool stuff is coming from Chanel. That's all I can say. So for those of you who are members and on Discord, you will get the first look for that. And like you got the first look for this collection. So that'll come when I can do it. When I'm allowed and Chanel doesn't take my channel down. Okay, I think that's it outside the pricing. So let's talk really quickly about pricing. When I bought the collection, when I did the video and when I did the live for the members, I told you guys what the prices were. And those were the prices that I paid for the collection. So that was all correct. That was what I paid for it. The pricing is different than when I talked about it in my first video. The denim hand cream is $85. The Coco Flashes are $53 a piece. The mascara is $43. The volume mascara in the Blue Night is $40. The Blue Twill liner is $36. The oversized illuminating powder is $82. And the palettes, the eyeshadow palettes, are $90. Yes, this is more expensive than it usually is. Yes, there's an upcharge for this collection. Chanel has not said it's because of the special packaging, but I'm assuming that's their reasoning, because it's special packaging. I am really not trying to push anyone into buying anything. I just want to reiterate, as somebody who worked for Chanel, this is an unusual collection. It is a beautiful collection if you like blue. It is limited edition. It will sell out. It's unlikely to come back. So I said my piece. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon.